All right, we are back from Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 1. This is Miss Julia. She is my teacher's aide for this semester, and she's going to have a special segment on today's show, and probably most of the shows because she asked for it. Okay, so Miss Julia, what do you got for us today? Okay, say it.
How did the piano teacher get locked out of their room?
How?
The keys were in the piano.
All right. Like and subscribe. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Stay farts. I was saying stay farce yesterday, and some people said due to my countryness that it sounds like I'm saying stay farts. So, whatever, potato, potato, whichever one fits. All right. Now, notice this is something unique today that you probably hadn't seen on as soon as this has been up here. It says, please pick up a handout. It's missing something else that is normally up here. What is it missing? Calculator. Okay. Believe it or not, these problems we're doing today have no numerical answers. They might have numbers in them, but it's not going to be like 6 or 5 or 72 or 22 over 7. I love this stuff because I can never get the calculations wrong. Some of y'all are like, what? Okay. Also, this is the last bit of information before our test Friday. Ah. Okay. All homework is due Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Remember, I need to know before Friday morning if there's been an issue with you logging on and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Also, I did create a at-home practice test for me to give y'all tomorrow, like in the last little bit, so y'all can have extra practice. I will have the key set to post at a certain time. Now, do y'all just want the answers or do y'all want it like worked out? Okay. Just because y'all said please and y'all said you need it, I'll do that. Because remember, I am here for us. Yeah. Okay. So we're rewriting formulas today. All right. Rewriting formulas. Now, we're going to start over here with this one right here because we're solving for x. Remember, that is the person we've seen them during refuel. We know they're with their little, their little squad, their little tribe or whatever, and we're waiting to get them not with their tribe to actually talk to them and ask for their Snapchat or something like that. I don't know what y'all do. Okay, back in my day, you'd go up to a girl and say, or go up to somebody, and go, "How you doing?" Okay, like Joey Tribbiani from Friends, but y'all are, I don't know. All right. So if we're solving this one on the left hand side, we want x by itself. What's the first thing we do? Add 5. All right. Now what do we do? Divide by 2. X equals 9. Now, ooh, voice crack. All right. Now, I know I have some high speed people that have already done this problem and pretty much the front page of this assignment because we just have people like that, and that's fine. That's fine. So now let's look at the one on the right. That one looks kind of iffy, doesn't it? Like there's some of y'all are like, "Where's the letters?" Or I've had a day already. My car battery died. I had to get strangers to jump me off at the gas station where I get my biscuit and my coffee. And I was waiting. I changed the battery in 10 minutes. I was still here on time, but it's just stressful. Okay, where are all the numbers? Why are they so many letters? Okay, it's almost like your alphabet soup spilled on your homework, and here we are. Okay, all right. So think about this. You use the same operations. The same operations. All right. We want x by itself. What do you think we do first? Add B. All right, now, pew. All right, what is C plus B? No, CB is multiplication. C plus B, yeah. We don't know what C is. We don't know what B is. But C plus B. Wow. Okay. All right, now, what do? Divide by A. All right, what is C plus B divided by A? Yeah. So it's literally the same steps. There's just no numbers. Okay. My wife is texting me. Apparently, the schools on the western side of the state where I'm from are getting out early because of storms. I said, I'm going to reply, don't know. We usually teach in a hurricane. And smiley face. Okay. Now, listen, when my wife sends me 3 text messages in a row, I know it's important because I love her, but this is how she texts. She's a one finger texter. Okay, listen, if I can text with these like hot dog looking thumbs, okay. Look, it looks like bratwurst on the end of a honey bun. I mean, that's a big old hand. All right. So, number 1. Okay, this is where I've said that possibly a highlighter, or if we look, I'm going to steal Miss Julia's. Look, now she's high speed because these aren't erasable. I'm not that good. I just all my pens I have just about are erasable. Let's get this Sharpie out of here because I don't like writing in pen because I screw up so much. All right, we want T by itself. All right, if they're side by side, that means multiply. Okay, so what do we do to get rid of R? Divide. Sorry, I just. You okay? I mean, how many are like, wait a minute? Y'all are like, this has to get harder. Yes, sir. It is. It's just a really bad tea. Thanks. Huh? I don't like Mean Girls. Mean Girls are not very friendly, and I'm not a fan of Mean Girls. They and some of y'all girls, y'all are mean. Y'all are like emotional terrorists. Okay. So, all right. Oh, are you talking about on the Wednesdays we wear pink? I know. I know that the on the Wednesdays we wear pink is from the movie because I was the one that put it there. Okay. What color is your handout today? Pink. I usually try to do that on Wednesdays. Okay. I usually try to do that on Wednesdays because I don't have a lot of pink things. Okay. And when I do wear pink things, I look like some type of like Pepto Bismol mascot from like the 70s. Like it's not attractive. Okay. Not attractive. So, all right. This one we're solving for pi. Snacks, I'm surprised you ain't reaching down in your bag and pulling out like an individual slice of pie or something that you have. Okay. All right. So now think about it. 2, pi, and r are all being multiplied together. Okay. We can do this in 1 step or 2 steps. It all depends on what you want to do. Who wants to vote for 1 step? Raise your hand. 6 people. All right. So, believe it or not, because this is all being multiplied together, I can do this. I can divide everything by 2r, and I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, wow. That's awesome. Say again. Yeah. Hey, believe it or not, I'm one of these weird people where I actually put some of the questions that we had in our notes on our test. Like I I looked at the practice test, the take home practice test, and the test yesterday. I've seen most of these problems on here. I can't remember which one because I've slept since then. But yeah, I mean, some of them are literally just like this. Is that okay? I don't put the super duper hard ones on the test. I only put a few. If y'all could only see what I'm seeing, the girl that I call Snacks has reached out in her bag and pulled out a collection of plastic forks and spoons tied together with a hair tie. Well, all right, Snacks. Now, there are a lot of people that eat lunch in my room, so let's look directly to the back, right there by the microwave. There is a pink sign that says forks and spoons inside. Okay. It's the small things in life. All right. So, now, again, some of these look a little scary. They're not as bad as you think. Okay. You got to peel them away one at a time. All right. So, we want that b by itself. Yeah, you can multiply by 3. Next, say it with multiply by 3. I know you're still kind of hesitant, but yeah, you would multiply by 3 because all that's being multiplied by 1/3. Or do y'all know that multiplying by a third is the same thing as dividing by biscuits? It's dividing by 3. That's literally what it is. Because when you line them up, you multiply across the top. Then yeah, okay. So we multiply by 3. 3v equals bh. All right. Now, what do y'all think we do? Divide by h. Now, I will learn how some of y'all write a little bit more after this test. Okay. Because now I know some of y'all are going to write really nice and neat. Some of y'all are going to write, try to write in 150 bubble font. Okay. Some of y'all are going to put little hearts on the eyes of your name. Okay. But it's got to look somewhat similar to what the letter is supposed to be. Okay. If I don't have to, you know, take a picture with Google Translate to see what it is, I think we're okay. All right. What? What now? Did somebody say something to me? Am I hearing things? Apparently, I am. Okay. All right. So we want m by itself. What do we need to do? We can divide by v squared. Okay. Yeah. Me personally, I would multiply by 2 first because I like to kill the fraction. Kill the fraction. Kill the fraction. Okay. Because nobody likes fractions, and 5 out of 4 people have issues with fractions. Now we would divide by that v squared. And yet, look, number one, K's are like, I cannot write a good K. All right. Look, here's two different V's, and one of them's wrote kind of swoopy. The other one's, wrote like it's supposed to be. I don't know. Now, I'm just leaving the variable we're solving for wherever it is. Okay. I know some of y'all are going to sit here and rewrite it so it looks like this. That's fine. It's still the same thing. Okay. Not worried about that. Has anybody got your calculations wrong yet? Has anybody got the wrong number for your? You've got. Listen, I'm going to pick up the nearest student by the ankles and use them to beat you with. No, I'm just joking. I know you're. I know that's a joke, but you probably raise your hand because you're still kind of not feeling very warm and fuzzy about this, right? Yeah, that's fine. We've done 4 problems. You're not supposed to feel warm and fuzzy after 4 problems. If you do, I am a fantabulous teacher and need to have more than 100 and something subscribers. Listen, I get bored just like y'all do. I promise. Don't choke on your or is it gross? Oh, your water tastes like what? Dishwater. Well, at least you'll clean your insides. All right. So, number 5. All right, on number 5, what are we solving for? Why? All right. Now, also, each one of these should have a comma or a space that says solve for something. Okay. This over here is nowhere in the formula or the equation or anything. Okay. This is separate. All right. So let's peel back the layers. What do you think we will do first? We know we're going to have to divide by b at some time, but what do you think we're going to do first? What'd you say? Yeah, subtract ax. All right. So we have by. All right. What is c minus ax? Yeah, c minus ax. It's very literal. Okay. Believe it or not, other than calling them rewriting formulas, these are actually called literal equations because it's literally c minus ax. Literally, not figuratively. All right. Now, what do we need to do? Divide by what? B. Yeah. I'm a. Whoop, whoop, whoop. C minus ax all over b. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, there's not a number like number 65. No, number 6. Now, the reason why I've had people miss these just because. I mean, they're like, you said we're not going to have numbers. Well, this one, now, this is just an example because somewhere you may have something like this. All right. And I will double check and try to give any little helpers. All right. So we're solving for A. We know we're going to have to subtract by 7 at some time, but what do we need to do first? Yeah, multiply by 8. Kill that fraction. Okay. Now, what is 8 times 3? Thank you. All right. Now, what do we do? Yeah, subtract 7. I love it when I can hear just the low hum of the fluorescent lights and students frivolously writing down notes trying to understand what the heck's going on. All right. Is everybody kind of caught up on 5 and 6? Anybody need a little bit more time? It's okay to say yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine. Hey, what's your matter with the man? All right, so everybody got 5 and all right. All right, so these are the last two before I turn you loose on some stuff. All right. So we're solving for x. Okay? Solving for x. What do you think we start with doing? Times 3. Very good. When y'all see that big fraction looking thing, multiply both sides by that denominator. Okay? That's how we get rid of big fractions. Now, this is what's weird. You can't add a number and a letter together, but you can say that they're multiplying by putting them beside each other. Okay? I know some people are like, you're lying. Now, normally it goes number, then letter. If you happen to mess up on the test and write B3, I'm not going to like shave your eyebrows or anything. Okay? I just think, that would be like one of the jokes that people would play when they, have a sleepover or something. Whoever falls asleep first, they like get the clippers and huh? Not very many because I heard about stuff like that. Plus, I didn't have friends in high school, so it was. All right. Now, what do we need to do? I heard it somewhere. What do we need to do? Add A. All right. And our last step. Snacks, what you said is a very common thing that I hear because they're like, oh, it's positive. But y'all forget when that number and that letter are holding hands like that, that means multiply. Now, I know some of y'all are like, can we just go back to all numbers? Okay. Some people like this, some people don't. All right. Now, I know that none of y'all want to or strive to be a math teacher. If you do, I'll talk you out of it. But I had to actually prove that a negative times a negative is a positive without using numbers in college. Don't ask me how we did it. I've deleted that. That was like a torture thing. And it was during a summer class. A summer class. Ooh. All right. All right. So we are trying to solve for the dubs. We want the dubs. All right. So what we do first? Yeah, get rid of those two L's you have in your life. Okay. If you were me this morning, you had more L's in your columns than W's. Thank you for getting that. I hope you're laughing at that joke, or I don't know. I think you find it funny, and then your elbow partner does not find it funny. And instead of looking at you with the ex-wife look, I get it because I can feel it, like it's like hitting my force field. Like, okay, that's okay. All right, now what do we do? Divide by two. Now, I know some of y'all, if you when you're working on your at home practice test, that if you're asking somebody for to help you, that's a little bit you know might be you can't hardly throw a rock around here without hitting some type of engineer. Okay, but I when I solve it like this, that's all I want y'all to do. I don't want y'all to say like P over 2 minus L. No, we just leave it. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that. We will go over simplifying that stuff later. Okay. I think I need a shirt with this one on it. There's Jason Voorhees, Ghostface, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger saying on Wednesday we wear pink. That is awesome. Now, I'm fixing to turn the students loose to do this your turn because we did guided practice so they can practice on their own. Believe it or not, students, FYI, BT dubs, there are certain problems that are set up for you to have to ask me questions. Okay? Do not be afraid to ask a question. I'm not going to like, okay, we're not going to like put you in the middle of the landing and everybody point and laugh at you. Though if we started doing that, I bet we'd have people try harder. But anyways, all right. So if you're following along, don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.